1935 baseball season. To be sure, it was a 1935 season because I thought it was 1934, but I did that yesterday. So today, the 1935 season. And it begins February 26th when the Yankees released Babe Ruth. And the Boston Braves later that day signed him. He had been on in a few of the Major League All-Stars. Had been through playing in Japan, playing against some of the Japanese team. There's this Japanese pitcher that ended up striking him out, and I think striking Lou Gehrig. I need to double check, but yeah. Come back home, find out, Yankees were like, yeah, we don't want you anymore. Go. Braves were like, yeah, we'll take you. Yeah, they made promises to him that, yeah, you're going to be manager and all this. I mean, turns out they just wanted him just to get some gate receipts. And more bums in the seats. That's all they wanted him for. So there you go. That's what happened in the preseason. April 16th, Lefty Gomez holds the New York Yankees to 2 hits. And the Boston Red Sox win opener over the Yankees 1-0. Pittsburgh and Brooklyn scored 12 runs in wins over Cincinnati and Philadelphia, respectively. 2 days later, on the 18th, Detroit's JoJo White walks 5 times in a win over the Chi Sox 5-4. 3 days later, April 21st, Cleveland opens with 3 consecutive extra inning games, amassing 41 innings total. Yeah, that's an extra 14 innings on top of the 3-game series. You usually think 9 times 3, 27. Throwing in an extra 14 innings on top of that, yikes. That's a lot of bait. That's like almost an extra 2 games. If my math is right. Sometimes I wonder. May 8th. Okay, here we go. May 8th, Cincinnati's Ernie Lombardi ties Major League Baseball record with 4 consecutive doubles in a Cincinnati win, 15-4. May 24th, Crosley Field hosts Major League Baseball's first ever night game as Cincinnati, who calls Crosley Field home at this point, beats Philadelphia 2-1. Franklin Delano Roosevelt turned the lights on from the White House. He had a little button on his desk, and when he was prompted to press that button, he pressed it. Lights came on. So there you go. Yeah, May 25th, Babe Ruth goes 4 for 4, with 3 of those 4 hits being home runs, and drove in 6 runs. His last ever home run, number 714, clears the roof of Forbes Field in Pittsburgh. He ends up playing his last ever game May 30th. Pretty good goodbye if you think about it. July 8th, at the All-Star Game in Cleveland's Municipal Stadium, the American League beats the National League 4-1. August 16th, Dizzy Dean and Hal Schumacher pitches a duel in which Hal Schumacher of the Giants wins 1-0. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good pitching duel. We go to the season stats and we go to the American League. Buddy Meyer and Jimmy Fox. Buddy Meyer of Washington, Jimmy Fox of Philadelphia, tied for the lead with a .349 average. Meanwhile, Archie Vaughan led the National League and the majors for pitch. Well, we'll get to that in a minute. Hal Greenberg, stay in the American League. Hal Greenberg led the majors with 36 home runs. He also led the majors with 170 RBIs. Pitching, Wes Farrell of Boston 25 wins. Lefty Grove of Boston led the American League with a 2.70 ERA. And Tommy Bridges of Detroit led the American League with 167 strikeouts. Now we go to the National League, in which Arky Vaughan, interesting name, huh? Arky? Yeah. Arky Vaughan of Pittsburgh led the majors with a 385 average. Wally Berger of Boston led the National League with 34 home runs. He also led the National League with 130 RBIs. Pitching now. Dizzy Dean of the Cardinals led the majors with 28 wins and 190 strikeouts. Meanwhile, Cy Blanton of, I think that's Pittsburgh, led the majors with a 2.58 ERA. Darn glasses. Standings. American League. Yeah, I always like starting in the American League. Detroit finished first with a 93 and 58 record. 93 wins and 58 losses. Yankees finished second with an 89 and 60 record, 3 games back. Cleveland 82 and 71, 12 back. Boston goes 78 and 75. And they were 16 back. Chicago 74 and 78, 19 and a half back. Washington goes 67 and 86, 27 back. St. Louis goes 65 and 87. These are the Browns. 28 and a half back. And the Athletics go 58, 91, 34 back. National League now. Chicago Cubs, 100 wins and 54 losses. So we got ourselves the Detroit versus Chicago World Series. Second goes to the St. Louis Cardinals at 96 and 58, 4 back. Then the Giants at 91 and 62, 8 back. Then Pittsburgh goes 86 and 67, 13 and a half back. Giants were 8 and a half back. Not 8 back. Brooklyn 70 and 83, 29 and a half back. Cincinnati 68 and 85, 36 and a half back. Phillies 64 and 89, 35 and a half back. And poor old Boston, 38 wins, 115 losses, 61 and a half back. Oh, that's not a good year. Of course it's not. Don't be ridiculous. Anyways, World Series time. Detroit's home games were at Navin Field. And the Cubs' home games were at Wrigley Field. So game 1 on October 2nd in Detroit. Cubs win 3-0. Up 1-0. Game 2, October 3rd, also in Detroit. The Tigers even the series at 1 with an 8-3 win. Game 3, October 4th, in Chicago. Tigers win 6-5 in 11 innings. They're now up 2-1. In Game 4, October 5th, in Chicago, Detroit Tigers win 2-1. So now they're up 3-1 with a chance to World Series. They don't do it in Game 5 on October 6th. Cubs win at home 3-1. So now they're done in Chicago. They go back to Detroit. Game 6, October 7th in Detroit. Tigers win 4-3. And they win the World Series. Yes, they win the World Series. I think that's the second time winning the World Series. Let's look this up. I wanted... first one, really. That can't be right. Aha. Let's look it up. That's right. Yeah, that's their first one. Interesting. They finally win a World Series. So there you have it for 1935. Tomorrow, 1936. Find out who's in the World Series this time. Find out who leads the league and everything. Until then, stay tuned.